Someone's like stolen your wall, man.
Wait, what?
Someone's stolen your wall.
Dude, what the hell? Dude, what the fuck just happened? I swear before we just started, it was right there.
Did you not notice?
I don't even know how you would steal a wall. Like, where do they even go out? Like, right through there? Like, that's not even enough room.
Well, clearly they did it somehow. I don't know if you need to worry about the logistics right now. I think you should rather pay attention to the fact that it happened.
Okay, well, I don't know what to do. Like, who do I even call?
The police, probably.
Okay. Hold on, let me call them.
Okay. We can start after this. You know, we're in no rush, man.
Yeah.
I just don't want you to...
Hold on. Let me just call them real quick.
To all the audio listeners, there's been a crime. There's been a terrible crime. Someone... Oh...
Hello?
Stompa, somebody stole my wall.
What?
Somebody stole my wall.
What do you mean?
Like, the wall behind me, like the wooden wall has been stolen.
Like, for real?
Like, it's gone. Like, it's just been stolen.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't even know what happened. Like, it just, like, I, like, turned around and it was just gone.
I'm sorry, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. What do you think I should do? Like, dude, I don't even know who to call. Like, I called you because I was, like, hoping you could help me out here, but...
Is this a bit? I don't understand.
What do you mean is this a bit? My wall has been stolen from behind me, Stompa.
Yeah.
But, like, what should I do?
Well, like someone invaded your household.
I don't know if they invaded my household. I just came downstairs and my wallet is gone.
I'm sorry, dude. I haven't been in Kentucky lately, so I don't know. Like, what's going on.
Well, that's a suspicious thing to say.
That is kind of suspicious to say, I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, fair enough.
So you had nothing to do with this?
You know?
Okay.
If I had anything to do with it, I would, I'd let you know, you know?
Okay. I appreciate it. I appreciate your honesty, Stomp. I really do.
Yeah, man. Anytime.
All right. I gotta go. I gotta solve this, but I love you. Have a good day.
Hey, I love you, dude. You're gonna find this wall.
I will, man. I will. Mwah.
Well, I guess we have our culprit.
Yeah, he fucking did that shit for sure.
Why, though? What's his problem?
I don't fucking know. I don't know what his deal is. I had the wall behind me, and he just got jealous because he couldn't get a wall too, I guess. I don't know.
I mean, his wall is less cool than yours.
No, it definitely is. Like, it for sure is.
Because I don't know. I feel like yours had a lot going for it. You know, a lot of people would come into your stream and they would talk about it. That's how big of a deal it was.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Well, I guess welcome back to COOLDOG, everybody.
We're back.
We're back home.
We're back home. We're all alone.
We are all alone. Probably the first time in like months that it's just us. We've been just getting people on nonstop.
True. It's been like a full month since we've sat down and did this. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, more than a month, honestly, because we were like pre-recording them for a while. Yeah. Well, I miss doing this. You know, it's just kind of annoying having people on all the time waffling about their life.
Oh,
what about
my
ours?
God.
What about our life?
What about the fact that I got married over this weekend?
Really?
Nobody would have asked me because, everyone wants another guest on, but...
Who's the lucky guy?
It's not a fucking guy, dude. I don't know why you would assume it's a fucking guy, first of all.
Okay. All right. Who's the lucky person?
They're not non-binary either, okay?
Oh. Would it be a problem if they were?
It's not a problem if they were, but it's a she, her, so...
Okay. You just called a woman an it.
No, I meant like she is a she, her. I didn't want to give any spoilers before I said their pronouns.
Oh. So where'd you tie the old knot?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah. Was it a big wedding? Was there like a reason why I didn't know about this until now? Are you holding out on me?
Just a bit of a laugh, you know?
When did you meet this person?
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I'm losing my mind. I can't do this anymore.
Just like in general, or like what is that? What does that mean?
No, I just realized how much I miss real life contact with people, dude. I thought I'd be fine once I got back from the trip, and now I'm like, dude, look where I'm at right now.
Dude,
this is where I'm at for the next month. Like, I love my parents and I love them so dearly, but like sleeping on Matt Watson's couch or being down here, being in Jigsaw's basement, being in Jigsaw's basement in Kentucky,
being held captive.
I just don't know. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna be nice for once. I miss everyone.
I miss everybody too. I really do. The first week that I got home, I was like, oh, that was nice. I feel so refreshed. And now I'm like,
get me out. Go anonymously. Go Matt Watson anonymously.
I mean, like, just keeping it 100. There's a reason why I'm in my era of, I'm like one of those people now where it's like, I'm on a dating app and it's my personality. I need to because it's all I can do really.
It's you need to talk to some women and men and people.
No, yeah. Well, I'll talk to anybody really. Anybody that'll listen to this point. So,
anybody that'll listen.
Yeah, anybody that'll listen to me.
What's your like requirements for dating so people can find you on the dating apps and stuff?
So I set my location to Stockholm. If anyone wants to find me, I'm in Stockholm. I think I set about a 50-kilometer radius, and the age range is I think 35 to 49. That's like the kind of sweet spot.
Dating younger, I guess. I get it.
Yeah, definitely. So, no, it's been fun, you know. But now I do get exhausted of it. I'm just too popular on there, man.
Oh,
There's
really?
Too much going on. Yeah.
King of Estonia can't get away from the public eye on dating apps like Grindr and whatever.
No, here's the thing.
What's the other ones you're on?
Well, I'm not on Grindr. I'm not on Grindr, but I have clocked a couple times where, see, I am paranoid that I'm like talking to people that did recognize me and they just haven't told me. But there have been times where someone will come up and like, because sometimes Tinder will tell you if they've liked you. Yeah. And then it'll say like, because it'll say their name or it'll kind of show like the blurriness of their profile picture. So I know usually when someone's liked me. And there was someone that their whole fucking Tinder profile was about Twitch. It was about like, it was about Germa. And like one of the
bold move.
They might listen to this. So if you're listening to this, you probably should change your dating profile because
should probably talk to a therapist, okay? Because
one of the things that they had put on their dating profile was Jay Schlatt said hi to me on stream one time.
Dude, okay, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't even know like what you exactly even want from that. Like, do you want somebody dating you because of that? Like, do you want somebody dating you because Jay Schlatt said hi to you on stream? Like, I don't know. It's like a great story to tell your children in the future. Like, oh, I met your father on Bumble. Like he told me in his bio that Jay Schlatt said hi to him on stream, and then we, it was love ever since.
I was a Chuckle Sandwich fan. Your dad liked Sleep Deprived Podcast.
She liked Ted Nivison. I liked Jay Schlatt. It was love ever since. We did a podcast together with Charlie Samsicle.
Because I don't know, but. Yeah, there have been a couple of those. There was one person that had James Marriott in their top artist. So I was like, no.
And you're like, pulled out a ring and said, "Marry me, Julia." You're like, do you want to get married tonight? I think I want to marry you. James Marriott is your top artist. Whew.
I think I want to marry you.
Did you ever go to like? This is something that I realized I've caught myself doing is like. Sometimes if I'm talking to a girl, I'm like, okay, like, if I have like their Instagram, I'm like, okay, do you follow any of my friends? Because if you follow any of my friends and me, then like I'm automatically just like, I don't know what's going on. Like I don't like this.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's like, oh, this is like a like a good conversation that we're having, and then you go to following, and it's like following Sinjin and drowning. I'm like, oh, you just look at me as Hoover. I'm out of here. See you later, dude.
There was this there's this one girl I matched with where she had her Instagram in her thing. And when I matched with her, I was kind of like, holy shit, no fucking way. I was kind of like knee sliding in my bedroom. I was like, yes. And then I was like, I don't know, man. She's kind of like too hot. Like, this doesn't make any sense. So then I went on her Instagram to see if she followed me, and she didn't. And I went through her following, and she didn't follow anyone I knew. And then I realized I'm like mentally ill. I'm like,
you're like, wait, why did she follow like James Marriott for some reason? Like, that's kind of weird. I can't with the James Marriott connection.
And then yeah, we talked for a bit, and then I was just kind of like, well, I don't know what else to say. And then that was it.
You know what we should do? We should get a sponsor from like a dating app, go on it, and find a girl to get on this podcast. Because that's going to be the only time that we can ever get like a woman to talk to us on this podcast. If we go on Bumble and we're like, hey, we're two white men with a podcast, please come on and talk to us about literally anything.
Okay, I think this is a good time to give like the update that like there is a IRL COOLDOG X Super Mega podcast that will come out. It was actually supposed to come out this week, but in typical COOLDOG fashion, there was a technical mishap with one of the microphones, and I need to get the raw files, which took a little bit of time.
So thanks, Ryan McGee. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Ryan. Your fucking sharts broke your microphone.
No, it's the little like stink lines went up in the microphone and like broke it.
And also we were, and this is not to call her out, but just to let everybody know that we do try to get women on the podcast.
Not to put her on the spot, but this lady did not come on our podcast.
Yeah, we were supposed to record one with Haley Sharp, but she had to go to a hockey game. It turned out, and
I had to see my family.
Yeah, the rest of the days we were pretty busy, so we couldn't do it. But she did text me asking if she could come on again. She was very apologetic, very sweet. I didn't want her to feel bad because it happens. Women cancel us all the time.
They're always canceling us. If you look us up on Twitter, all these women, all they do is cancel us, and I don't get it. We're just two white guys having fun, having a laugh.
I'm like a red guy today. I'm not even white anymore. I'm just red.
Yeah, you kind of are red. It was because of your sweating in Overwatch 2.
Yeah, we did. I'm sorry to be honest about this on the podcast, but I am playing Overwatch again. I relapsed, and I've made Hoover play with me. And we actually played right before this because I got really depressed for some reason. And I was like, I need to amp myself up before we record this. So I made him play Overwatch with me, and we did. First 3 games were just terrible.
It was miserable. It was really like might as well have like Shroud on the other team just against both of us, and it's like, okay, we're not gonna get a single fucking kill. Yeah. And then somehow, some way, we got to a game where like we held him off pretty well, and then Aksel had like an insane kill streak, and he was like, "Oh, I have a boner." And I was like, dude, what? Like, this is not even me doing a bit. He was like, I needed this so bad. I have a boner, and I was like, okay, dude. Like, calm. Like, you actually need to calm down. Like, I get that, like you need this, but I don't know if like your balls need this.
There's a reason why I stopped playing that game. There is a reason why I quit.
You're like a junkie for it.
No, I am. Like, I genuinely, there was, because I didn't even tell you this. I played it for like 5 hours this morning.
Oh my God.
4 or 5 hours, and
oh my Lord.
And the first 2 hours were great, dude. I was fucking getting plays of the game. I was doing great, and then the last 3 hours was just constant fucking misery.
Oh my God, dude, that's not good.
It's not good, dude. But the thing is that just because the game puts you through the mud and you feel terrible. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you end up actually feeling really good when you finally do good again because you've been waiting for this.
It's like a bit of Stockholm syndrome.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You're just waiting for them to be like, you're kind of cool again, even though they've literally just completely tarnished your reputation online because of what you've done.
It's just, it's great. I love it. I feel things again.
No, I'm going to be the exact same way when CS2 gets released. I already know that when that game comes out, I'm going to be streaming it. I'll probably stream it on my alt a lot, but I also know that like I'm going to be the most emotional person ever again because how much that fucking game just makes me like I want to fucking like I'm not a guy like I know that some people may think that I have like this like suppressed rage where like I would fucking like punch a hole in a wall. I'm not like that kind of angry, but there are some times where like I do the classic like that like with my mouse, you know what I mean? Like it's like shake it a lot and I get a little angry, but that game makes me fucking rage more than ever.
Those games, dude, they're terrible. I couldn't stream Overwatch. I couldn't do it.
No, that is scary. I don't know if I want to stream Overwatch 2 anyways. Stream to like 2 people and then like you just get so angry. People are like, dude, this is like bumming me out. Like I came here to have fun and like escape from my life. And then
it's like all the people that have asked me to stream FIFA. FIFA is like 10 times worse than Overwatch to me. FIFA, like I remember when I got into it again last year for a bit, you have like a few good matches and you're like, oh man, I'm the best. And then you just start losing and it never ends. You concede goal after goal. You lose match after match. And you like grown men get brought to tears by that game.
Guys, you all want to see a COOLDOG Ultimate Team club series on this channel where me and Aksel do clubs? See if we can get Division 1.
You just literally like that means nothing to them what you just said.
Hey guys, you want to see us play FIFA? No. It is definitely one of those games too where like back in 2015 I was like fucking losing my shit over that game because it's just one of those games where like you get so into it and like I remember playing my cousin with India international team, which is like the worst international team, and he was playing it with Barcelona, and like he had like when like Messi was on it and shit. And I like we went to what's it called? We went to penalties and I like won by 1 penalty and I like went insane. I think my heartbeat was like 180.
God damn.
I was like losing my mind. But if I ever play that game again, I don't think I can get that excited. But CS, I definitely could. Like just go fucking insane.
Yeah.
It's electrifying.
I'm excited to play CS again.
I'm here for it, man. I'm here for everybody to get on the CS train because I have too many hours in that game and I love it too much, even though it's a toxic relationship.
How many hours do you have?
Dude, I think the last time I checked, it's like 2,700. Jesus
fucking Christ, dude.
This is not good. The thing is, too, is like, I wonder how many hours I have on Minecraft, though. So I definitely think that's my most played game.
Yeah.
But like we can't see that time. So it's like I don't know.
You can you can't see lifetime, but you can I think if you go somewhere in the settings you can see like the current time, like the what you have for like this version of the game that you've downloaded.
Yeah.
I'm definitely like probably nearing like 1.5k hours on Minecraft probably.
Dude, I would have to say more. I feel like for sure it would be more than 1.5k. Because the thing is, too, is like I did 2,000 hours in like the years between like 2014 to like I want to say 2020. So like 6 years, I did 2,000 hours. I'd say.
Well, my logic is that whenever I think back at any game that I played when I was younger, in my head I'm like, dude, I must have put like fucking 5,000 hours into Toontown. But then I look back at like the progress that I had made in the original game, and I was like, yeah, dude, this is like a week of progress. Like, what was I doing?
You're just like running around, jumping, and like going on a trolley game.
Yeah, apparently, So, yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to figure out how much of my fucking life I've wasted staring at screens.
Hey, man, I wouldn't say it's waste. If you've had fun playing Toontown Golf, it's not.
Yeah,
waste.
If I've had fun at least like 20% of the time.
It's not wasted. There's a little bit of waste, obviously, but not all of it's waste.
Yeah, man, I can't believe the LA trip's already like fucking almost 2 weeks ago.
That's fucking insane. That is actually so weird how fast it's all go by. All of it's gone by. Like I was talking about today, I'm like, it's already April and it's like 2023. Like I don't even know like how it's almost like summer. Like it's almost about to be Easter.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited for summer. I'm so excited. It's gonna be I'm gonna have like a fucking slutty summer, dude. I'm gonna be at the beach with my fucking toes out, like reading a book and shit. I'm gonna be slutted out, man.
How so? They're just like at the beach, like just that's your version of a slutty summer, is just getting your toes out on the beach and.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah, or maybe I'll ride a bicycle here and there.
Oh,
yeah,
with like a Speedo on or something, or.
I mean, yeah. Honestly, maybe I should. I've been thinking about like getting into like tank tops. Maybe I should start wearing tank tops. Maybe that's.
I could see you being like a Speedo guy. Like, I don't know why. Like, I feel like if we like never met and we had a conversation about Speedos, you'd be like, Speedos are like the best. Like, I wear them all the time when I go swimming.
Back when I was homophobic, I just always hated any sort of underwear like that because I thought it was so gay.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think I've told it on this podcast before, where I was like, there's this kid that went to our pool and he always wore a Speedo, and I only knew him by the name Speedo Boy.
And you had to move.
And no, he didn't. He didn't move. He didn't move. He still goes there, I'm pretty sure. Speedo Boy did not move. I don't know his name still, but yeah, I just called him by Speedo because it was funny that he wore a Speedo, and it was because of the fact,
I just know that he fucking hated you until he was like 26.
Listen, I was like the least offender when it came to the Speedo trial of the century. Okay, like if you get everyone that like called him Speedo Kid and like got them all up on the stand and like had to testify like what they did, I'm probably like the bottom 3, like worst. Top 5, it's probably like
bottom 3 worst.
No, like I'm not. I'm good. I'm good. Like I'm at the bottom. I'm like I'm really good compared to the rest.
Right.
First of all, I gotta even think about the kid that like started calling him Speedo Kid, because that's how I got introduced to him. Was my friend was like in the pool and he's like, dude, do you see that kid up there? And he like pointed up and it was like Speedo Kid. And he was like, that's Speedo Kid. Like, and that's what we call him. And like, he just always comes. But yeah, he was like, that's Speedo Kid. He always comes here with his Speedo on. And then I just always call him Speedo Kid. I never learned his name. And, somebody had to start the train, though. Somebody started calling him Speedo Kid, and then everyone just went with it. So, am I to judge for some of it? Sure. But who named him Speedo Boy? We don't know.
Yeah, you just joined in like a sheep.
I was a sheep of the herd.
I mean, that's so like... That's so funny how that happens when you're a kid. It's just like you do one thing wrong, and then everyone's like, well, this is who you are now.
Mm-hmm.
Not even necessarily wrong. You just do it, you do something. And then all the kids are like, because I mean, at a school I went to, the reputation that followed me was that I was on the school football team and we lost really bad to the rivals. And then I was known as one of the kids that did that.
Oh,
yeah.
Damn, man. Why? How'd you lose it? I mean, I feel like you've told it before, but.
No, we lost bad, dude. It was like fucking 7 or 8-0. It was really bad. And then at one point, like, I have told this before because it's the story of me catching the ball midair because I got frustrated. Which I mean, I didn't help myself with that. I really didn't. But I mean, here's the thing: is nobody fucking usually goes to watch these games in Europe. Like nobody fucking watches their school sports games, but for some reason this time they did, and we fucking
the game
lost.
That you were playing in and you lost.
Yeah, so it's fucking amazing, really.
Hey, it happens, man. It happens. Sports is about winning and losing. You can't do one without the other.
Yeah, I mean...
Actually, you technically could.
You could, and people have.
They definitely have, yeah.
Some are better than others.
Yeah.
There's probably an alternate universe where I'm fucking... scoring in the Premier League right now every fucking week in, week out, fucking knee sliding.
That's a good joke. That's
signing a fucking $300K a week contract, endorsement with Nike. Actually, I would want Adidas. I like Adidas more than Nike.
Really? You want to take it? You want to take Nike? I feel like Adidas is cooler. Like,
no, they are. Yeah,
just like actual shoe wise, it's like they have like cooler stuff.
It's just the swoosh, man. Like I don't give a shit about the swoosh. Fuck that.
The swoosh was cool when you're like in middle school, and then it's like kind of like in a way like Nike and Adidas is like Xbox and PlayStation.
Yeah.
Like in middle school, everyone loved Xbox, and Xbox is like Nike. Everyone like loved the swoosh, and then you like get older, and then you get the PlayStation, and now everyone rocks with Adidas. It's just like sorry.
Fuck, the Xbox 360 was so cool.
Such a good system. I'll never forget when I got the Halo Reach bundle for Xbox 360 for my birthday. And just like playing that for the first time, I was like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever.
I just remember when I got my Xbox, I couldn't use it for like a week, but I remember just like, dude, I was such a sad fucking kid. I would take the controller out of the box and I would just like pretend that I was playing the Xbox.
Really? Just to be like,
yeah, literally. That's what I was doing because I was so fucking broke that I didn't know anyone that had an Xbox, and I never held the controller. I just seen it in like fucking KSI videos and shit, and I was like, oh my God, dude, this is the Xbox controller.
I have it. It's in my hands.
It's in my hands. This is mine now. Holy shit.
Yeah, I used to be kind of the same way where like if my Xbox controller died and I didn't have batteries, I'd be like, okay, I don't know when the next time I'm gonna get batteries, so I guess I just can't play Xbox anymore. And then I fucking got those like rechargeable batteries, but then every single time I just fucking lose them somehow, like accidentally throw them away, and I'm just like, oh, I can't believe I lost them.
I remember when my dad found out you can buy rechargeable batteries, he thought he was like fucking the next prophet, dude. Even though he didn't even invent them, he just found them in a store. But I remember him coming home and then like he would just tell everybody, he was like, yeah, you can recharge these things. Like you don't have to like throw them away. You can just put them in this thing and they'll recharge.
That's awesome. That's awesome and amazing. I can't believe that such an invention has been created.
Okay, you as a fellow ADHD motherfucker, because this was my big problem in my household was I would sit in the living room and I would just keep playing with like the battery cover of the remote.
I'm not even joking.
Break.
I predicted what you're about to say before you even finish it. Like the batteries in the remote, I literally was like, you'd like fiddle with the thing on the back. I used to do that all the time. I still do it to this day. Like when I actually have a remote, like I'm always fiddling with something. Like even right now, like I have this little fucking soju like wire thing just like in my hands.
I always got to be fiddling with something. Dude.
I remember you were fiddling with your wiener a lot in LA, and I thought that was interesting that you do that in front of people.
Okay, here's the thing.
You claimed it was ADHD. And I was like, I don't know about that.
I was fidgeting with some like piece of paper at Matt's house when we were having like a bunch of people over, including Jim's girlfriend. And then like we were all just talking, and out of nowhere, Jim's girlfriend calls me out and says, "Hey, you having fun fidgeting over there?" And I was like. I was like,
look at
shit.
this guy fidgeting in the corner.
I was like, wait a minute. In my head, I was like, fuck, was that loud? Because I'm like so used to like doing it under my desk because all I do is sit in my fucking house. So I was like under my desk where the mic doesn't pick it up. And then I was probably like really fucking annoying because I was just crumbling this piece of paper over and over.
No, the thing is, like, I didn't even realize you were like doing that. And then like I just like look over and like, oh yeah, he's fidgeting over there. He's definitely fidgeting. I see him.
I always got to be feeling up something. You know what I mean?
Feeling it up? You got to feel somebody up? Is that what you're saying?
No, something. You know what I mean?
Oh. Matt Watson's definitely somebody that like has to feel somebody up though. Cause like it was a lot of fun being in LA, but the amount of times like I'd wake up and he'd just be like filling me up. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, I welcomed it. I thought it was cute, but I know how you feel.
But like
about
the hickeys, like were the hickeys necessary? I don't know.
I just enjoy that he gave me the hickey because I could go to all my other friends and they would think that I was having like the time of my life in LA. You know, women sucking the skin off my neck.
But then Matt would tell people for me and be like, hey, do you see this hickey that I gave him? And then he'd like say that he did it and I enjoyed it, but I didn't. So like that's where I don't know.
I think we should start giving each other hickeys so that we seem sexually active.
But like, how's that going to work now that we're in fucking 15,000 miles apart?
Well, the next time we meet up, before we even post any selfies together, we got to get. Well,
we got to go to James. We got to go to James Marriott's. James Marriott's been known. He gives good hickeys to me. So
yeah. Well, the thing is, if we both have the same hickey, then it just looks like we actually did give them to each other.
Okay, how about this? James gives me his hickey. I give him. Actually, wait. Okay, hold on.
James gives you. You give me. I give James.
Okay, yeah, that works.
It's like a human centipede of hickeys.
Hickeys, yeah. So then that way it's like, oh, they probably think mine's the best one. Like I was like, oh, Hoover's dating a lady with big lips. I don't even know. Like I don't even know what I'm saying. Like I don't even have like a visual in my brain right now for what James Marriott's lips even look like.
They're pretty cute. Pretty cute lips. I mean, not that I stare at them or anything.
You've only just touched them with your mouth before, right?
I've only put my tongue all over them, but not in like a weird way, just normal way.
Yeah, just being like bros.
I mean, is it really even a hickey if it isn't like bleeding and there's like there isn't like a bite mark? You know what I mean?
Is it bleeding? Wait, do you think hickeys are when it bleeds?
No. I normally they don't, but like I'm saying.
If it bleeds.
Yeah, you gotta like get like a real lover who's gonna like bite a piece. Like you gotta.
Dude, no, that's not love. That's like attack. That's trauma.
You gotta get some like Edward motherfucker that's gonna suck the blood out of you.
James Merritt will he'll do more than suck the blood out of you. Kidding. I love James Merritt. I don't even know where this bit came from.
Have you seen that lady on Twitter that was like, I was talking about like, I think she was saying how many times her man has to nut.
Oh yeah, he's like staring at the camera. He's like, yeah, he has to nut 13 times today. He's like, when he gets home, he's got a nut.
If he walks out the door, he's got a nut. When he wakes up, he's got a nut.
Every single day. When I wake up, when he does a stream, he's got a nut. When he does a COOLDOG podcast, he's got a nut.
No, that's crazy.
I mean, I need that though, like for real.
Well, I hope you find that, man. I hope you do.
Thanks. I'm glad that you at least are encouraging it.
You know, I mean, there's no harm. There's no harm unless you start feeling pain. Then maybe stop.
But maybe the pain is you like to feel the burn. Cut that. Hey.
In other news, the COOLDOG vlog came out.
Woo!
And everyone's been very nice about that.
You fucking killed it.
Hey, thanks, man. I had a lot of fun making it. I'm glad that people enjoyed it. People enjoyed watching it. Really makes me want to do more stuff like that because it was. Here's the thing: is when we were recording it, I thought we only had like 6 minutes worth of footage.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like I fully thought this was gonna be like a David Dobrik vlog. Like I thought it was gonna be 5 minutes long. It was gonna be kind of like cute, artsy, fun. But then I was like, oh, we actually do have footage. Like that's crazy. Oh, yeah.
We had fucking buttloads of footage.
Dude, like butts and buttloads. It was crazy. Butts and butts load. There are buttloads of them. Butt and buttloads. So
you know what I've been watching recently? I watched an episode of it.
What?
Netflix released a documentary about that Malaysian plane that disappeared.
Oh yeah, I remember talking about that in LA. I forget who was talking to us about that.
I watched like the first episode of that today.
They find it?
Nope, still missing, still gone.
Ooh,
it's just fucking like a crazy tale. Like it's just so. I remember when it happened. I think it was either right before or right after my birthday, and it was after. I think it was after my birthday. And how long ago was it? 2014.
Yeah, it definitely was a while ago. Was it before or after Fetty Wap?
Let's see. Oh yeah, it was March 8th, 2014.
So like pre-Fetty a little bit.
Yeah.
Pre-Fetty takeover.
Pre-Fetty, yeah, I would say pre-Fetty. And I guess, I mean, the theory that I've always just seen that's like kind of like the one that seems the most feasible is that it was just the pilot. The pilot just kind of did a murder-suicide and just fucking, what a fucking, like, I don't even have like, words for something like that.
Like, it's why crazy. Everyone else? Like, why not just do it by yourself? It would be kind of even like crazier. Like that one guy, like that guy that had like no knowledge of like flying whatsoever and like hijacked the plane and then crashed it into like the woods or some shit.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah. I don't know. It's just, it's a completely just unfathomable thing to do, and there's a lot of like families in this documentary that talk about it, and it really puts it into perspective how fucking terrible it is. Like,
yeah,
300 people, actually it's 239 people just vanished into thin air, and like for months, or actually for like the first like week or two, they were kind of like, obviously they didn't want to come out and say like, yeah, the plane is like probably crashed. And they were like withholding information from the family, and there was just so much confusion about it all. Because it's like, it's just crazy, and they still don't know where it is. 9 years later.
Here we are.
Yeah.
That is actually insane. I can't imagine can you imagine if I was like, all right, I'm gonna be flying over to London airport ever, and then I just like fucking disappear, and you're like, oh, he's gone. Don't know where his body is. Don't know if they crashed, if they landed, or whatever happened.
It's like a horrible thing to go through, because you just you don't have closure at all. You like,
no, yeah.
Obviously, they probably at this point kind of like, they can kind of think what happened, but like when something like as terrible as this happens, you just kind of you want to know like exactly what happened,
Yeah,
just so you can like maybe try to like start coming to terms with it. But if you don't even know where the fuck the bodies are, then how are you gonna do that?
Yeah,
fucking terrible. Just really really terrible. And also the fact that like, yeah, the plane apparently flew to it because it was flying from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing.
mm-hmm.
And it did like when the guy turned off the communicator, it did like a fucking 180, and it just flew back south towards like Australia. And I think it's like in the southern Indian Ocean is probably where they say it might be, which is like a huge area to cover.
Yeah.
So
it'd be insane, like if they find it one day. I mean, don't they even like not know where Amelia Earhart is? There's like this kind of roughly know. They're like, oh, she's like somewhere over here, like crabs that like ate her.
That's a good question. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a lot about Amelia Earhart. She was never really like taught to me in school.
No, she's really interesting because she was like what? Female pilot.
Oh, she was first female aviator to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean. She set many other records, was one of the first aviators to promote commercial air travel, wrote best-selling books about her flying experiences. Yeah, 1937.
And then if you see her Wikipedia, it says presumed dead. Like no official date. It just says she disappeared in the Pacific Ocean 1937. We just never found anything from it.
Damn. Did you ever like hear about the Bermuda Triangle when you were a kid? I was so scared.
Dude, oh my God. I used to believe every single fucking video on YouTube about the Bermuda Triangle. Like Atlantis is underneath it. There's like fucking warlords and witchcraft that go underneath like the fucking seabeds. Like I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. I can't believe this is all happening. And then I got scared. Like for some reason in my brain, if this fucking kid from Kentucky had a flight that went over the Bermuda Triangle, like what would happen if I did that? Like would I die? I'm like, oh.
I would have literally like, if any of my friends were flying over the Bermuda Triangle, I would have like begged them to not go. I would have been like, don't go.
We should do a COOLDOG vlog in Bermuda Triangle. Go to the middle and see what's up.
Yeah, just make like a raft and just fucking sail out there.
What's the middle of the Bermuda Triangle? Middle of the Bermuda Triangle.
It's like near the Caribbean, right? Or like in the Caribbean.
Bermuda Triangle is like a big ass area too. Dude, Florida's like kind of in the Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
I always forget.
Yeah, it's like right. I mean, it makes sense that Florida would be next to the fucking Bermuda Triangle. I'm not gonna lie. It would explain a lot that goes on in that fucking place.
Mm-hmm. No, we gotta go there.
I mean, yeah, next COOLDOG vlog, it's happening.
We're gonna take our compasses and go in the middle and be like, "What's our compasses are going haywire?"
Dude, there's a on one of the islands near the Bermuda Triangle. There's a town called Cockburn Town.
Cockburn.
Yeah.
Do we need to go to COOLDOG Cockburn vlog? Dude, that would go crazy.
Fucking Conception Island. There's a place called Conception Island too.
Dude, that's crazy though. 50 ships and 20 airplanes to have said to mysteriously disappeared.
I thought,
like why though? Like where did they go?
Is that what makes it interesting then? Is that they were mysteriously disappeared? Because I remember like on 9gag, people debunked it where they were like, actually, no, there hasn't been any more plane or boat accidents in the Bermuda Triangle than any other area of that size. It's all the same. There's nothing like But I mean, I don't know. I gotta read into this. I gotta figure out this Bermuda Triangle shit.
Do we gotta do like MatPat and like get like different kinds of like cool dog like chains going, and we should do like a theory dog.
Like we theory should dog, yeah.
Bermuda Triangle. You can go on about 9/11.
Yeah, we can just do it. We can do them in like the most like irresponsible way possible, where we do like the fucking minimum level of research, and then we just anywhere that we haven't done research, we can just add in our own theories.
Okay, my theory is for the Bermuda Triangle, there's a big dragon that lives in the center, and it shoots people down with fireballs.
Oh, well, dragons aren't real.
But do we even know that for sure? Like, do we even know that for sure? Do we know dragons aren't real? There's like a fucking... I remember as a kid, I used to love the Komodo dragon. It's called that because I'm like, oh, and I used to think that was so cool that's called Komodo dragon. Like, oh, it's a real life dragon. But like...
Well,
could a dinosaur just be a dragon and we don't even know it? Like, I don't expect like a fucking dragon where it's like fucking breathing fire and shit, right? But like, surely there's something that's like a dragon that we have in
history.
In history, there's gotta be dragons.
This website called sdzwildlifeexplorers.org says dragons are real. I mean, that's just the title of the. But then it's just the lizards, you know. So it's like those are not dragons. Those are just some fucking lizards. They're just some dudes. And I'm thinking dragon. I'm thinking it's gonna fucking breathe fire in my face. It's gonna slither around in the air like a little worm.
Well, yeah, no. That's the thing. Is like it says on this thing. It's like, well, there are no creatures on Earth that can fly and breathe fire. There are huge lizards that are known as dragons. So dragons technically exist. It's like the argument where it's like UFOs
in like
exist.
A pussy form.
No, yeah, it's like UFOs exist, but that just also means like unidentified flying objects. So like I could fucking throw a frisbee up in the air. If they don't know what it is, then they can just be like, oh, it's a UFO.
I mean, aliens. I 100% believe in aliens. I you know, the universe. But were they here? I don't know. I don't know if they really give a shit about us, because that's another thing is, right, with how big the universe is, it is so typically egocentric of humans to be like, oh yeah, aliens they're visiting us, they're checking us out. With how big the universe is, I mean, I'm no fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson here, but my view of it would be that there are plenty of civilizations out there that are so much more advanced than us that they fucking view us as like a bunch of dumbasses, that they don't even care about us, you know? Like, and I feel like the ones that are maybe of like an equal playing field, they don't know how to fucking get here. You know what I mean? And the ones that can get here, they wouldn't care. They just wouldn't. Because why? Realistically, there's probably so many better planets out there. Like, I bet they got shit that we can't even imagine. And like, if we were to find out how much better their planet is, we would feel real terrible about ourselves.
Yeah. Or they're actually way smarter than us and stay to be, you know, happier and less smart with technology and in society. Where like they don't have as much as a technologically advanced society. They have a society where like they're comfortable within themselves and use their resources to, you know, be resourceful, and you can be happy, and they can just like, you know, do their own shit, and they don't have to like, you know, burn like 15 million pounds of like gas every day.
That's like
and like destroy the ozone layer in their own ecosystem.
That's like the Unabomber's paradise.
No, yeah, I remember. I think part of the reason why I'm saying this is because I saw a fucking TikTok where Vsauce is like, have you read the Unabomber's manifesto? That's such a funny clip where he's like, yeah, you know, like we went too far as a society. We should destroy all technology and go back to being, you know, whatever. Which I mean, to an extent, I kind of do agree with, but I'm like, it's not like something that's like at the forefront of my brain where I'm like, oh, this needs to happen. Like most things I think about, I'm like, that could work. And then I'm like, okay, we go downstairs and play Overwatch 2 and like smoke a fucking weed pen.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
I guess I do kind of see the thought process of like, now that we're so far ahead of everything, like we're just like I just see it in myself a lot where I'm just like, man, I'm like fucking, I just like get depressed about such fucking stupid shit where I'm like, dude, we used to be in the forests fucking climbing trees and like eating rocks, you know what I mean? And now look at me, you know? But like, I don't necessarily see it as like a problem. I just see it as, you know, evolution. It's what it happens. It was always going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
I hate those fucking traditionalists that are like, oh, what has happened to men? You know, men in the 1900s, they used to work in the coal mines and they used to get lung cancer and they wouldn't even complain, you know, like.
No, yeah.
That's the
other thing. That's the other thing with me is like, I may be like, oh yeah, we like. I'm also like thinking about the fucking Ted Kaczynski, like, what's his name? What's the guy from Old Spice? I can't think of his fucking name right now. Terry Crews. I almost said Ted Cruz. That's why I didn't say it. It's like Ted Cruz. That's not his name. Where it's like Ted Kaczynski, whatever. But the whole fucking thing that I was saying is like, I get that, like the whole point of like being like, oh yeah, we should like go back and like not have technology and all that shit. I don't fucking care though. Like, I don't know if I'd actually really want to live in a world where like I'm actually happier off with less technology than like right now, where like I have an iPhone and I can like stream.
Yeah, I mean, like realistically
then, like,
speaking, if you want to like live like a caveman, you still can.
Oh yeah, you can.
There's nothing stopping you from, because realistically, the national parks, they're huge. You could go live in them and nobody would know.
Yeah,
like you could find yourself a nice cave, start building yourself fires, go fucking hunt rattlesnakes or some shit,
and you'll be like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, never mind, because we all have our own little conveniences that we depend on at the end of the day.
I really wonder, like, if you it's crazy how we went from the start of this podcast, like talking about like LA trip, to me about to say like, if we could have Ted Kaczynski on and talk to him, I wonder what his cutoff for technology would be. Like for me, you know, it's like, I don't think necessarily we need some stuff that we have now. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
we can go ahead and say like, okay, we don't need a fucking like Oculus Rift. Like we don't really need that.
Yeah.
Like to an extent. I wonder if like what date or like what technological like time period he would stop and be like, all right, you know what, we can keep this. Like we can have VHS.
Yeah,
we can have some VHS. We don't have to. We can't get CDs, but like, you know, you can have NES.
I feel like he's got to respect the hustle of the vinyl. You know what I mean?
Because the
vinyl is
like,
the vinyl's so like natural. Okay. It's just a bunch of fucking lines vibrated that make noise. Like it's kind of crazy. You have to. I feel like if you ask him about vinyl, he's like, you know what? I fuck with that.
Like that
crazy.
Is
kind of like awesome.
It's crazy how it works. I still don't really even know how it works to this day, but it's just crazy that like this thing got like etched a certain way, and then now you can just like hear perfect music and lyrics out of it.
It's kind of I guess the part where I start to be like, oh, like is this really just any good for us at all? Is you know, the metaverse is like a thing where I'm like, the only reason people want the metaverse to succeed is because they see it as like a get rich quick scheme. There is nothing that is really that exciting about it. And I just don't understand this idea of like, we need to invent a new plane of reality, you know? Because, yeah.
I feel like it's just one of those things where I realize I'm like, I feel like the reason why they want to prepare for a this is like, well, I don't know why this is like going down some like theory hole, but like, I was like, you know what? I feel like it's one of those things where like I feel like they're just preparing for like, oh, like we can have like a better life inside if like shit keeps going worse with like the climate. Because it is one of those things where it's like, it doesn't seem like it's stopping. It doesn't seem like anything's really happening. Like the environment's getting better. And it's like, oh, if you can't go outside, then like, how about you have it good inside? Like metaverse indoors, and you can just order Amazon to your door. And
it's kind of so naive to think that it would be any better in the metaverse where your reality is owned by a company. You know what I mean? Like,
so weird.
That's the reason why Mark Zuckerberg wants that so bad, is he wants to own your fucking perception of reality.
He's literally a super villain. Think about that. He wants a company to control life as we know it, if it gets to that point, which I mean, I don't fucking sit here and like wonder like if the environments could be so bad that we have to stay indoors, we have to fucking be in the metaverse, whatever. I don't think that's exactly like an idea or something that's like at the forefront of my mind where I'm like, this is actually true, whatever. But it is insane to think about the idea of like actually having a metaverse where like Facebook is the main thing for it, and you can't get into it without Facebook, and you like get all this shit, and it's just all owned by Mark. Mark. Our God is Mark. Like that's what you're doing. You're going to join a world that Mark made.
Yeah.
Like when you bring it down to that level, then it's like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, it's kind of wild. It's just and I mean, I guess there's an argument to be made about how effective social media is for like spreading propaganda, but like it would be foolish to act like propaganda wasn't incredibly effective before, you know, because it's just like kind of a pick your poison type thing, because you know, tobacco companies were able to convince people that, oh, cigarettes are actually not bad for you. Your doctor smokes cigarettes. And then that, you know, people couldn't look it up. They couldn't look up, hey, what does a cigarette do to me? You know?
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of interesting in that way. I had this like, I lost my train of thought. I fucking hate when this happens. I was like, oh yeah, people are idiots. People are always going to be fucking idiots. Like, okay.
Real. I was going to say, I'm like, propaganda. If you fell for propaganda in like the 1930s, or like, you just like went down to like the fucking local pie shop and you like looked across the street and you saw like a sign that was like Hitler's good or whatever, or like something like crazy like that. We're just like, oh, that's good. You're like, oh, okay, I believe it. Like, that's crazy.
No, yeah, it's fucking idiots are just they're dude. The most recent thing that I saw was this fucking idiot, this absolute moron. Like I genuinely, there are so many people like this on Twitter where their brains are so incredibly cooked that I don't think there's any way for them to come back from this. Like some dude replied to an AOC tweet, but he replied to someone's retweet of an AOC tweet, and he replied to the tweet being like, fuck you, you fucking idiot, you fucking dumbass, fuck you, AOC. And then the person that he mentioned, because when you reply to someone's retweet, that person gets mentioned, right? They replied to the guy and said, yeah, go fuck yourself, kill yourself, whatever. And then the guy took a screenshot. I was like, did I just find AOC's burner account? And then now there's a bunch of people on Twitter that just think AOC has this fucking burner account where she replies to everybody, calling them like a cunt and telling them to kill themselves.
Yeah, I know. It was like Zaza Demon.
Yeah, Zaza Demon.
That's exactly what AOC's burner account is going to be. Is like, I get that like she plays the league and like is hip with the kids, but I don't know if she'd be calling herself Zaza Demon,
dude,
on a sock account.
Here's the thing is, right, if it was her, it would be fucking awesome if it was her, because
exactly,
the tweets are fucking sick. But also, people went through like the account's likes, and the motherfucker just likes a bunch of thirst traps of women. So it's like, what are we gonna pretend that AOC is doing this?
AOC's lesbian? Yes, she's LGBTQ queen.
Like, it's just so fucking stupid. And then there's these fucking morons like Matt Walsh. Oh my,
like Matt Watson. Oh my god.
I wish things for Matt Walsh that I cannot say live on air, but I hope everybody can read between the lines of things that I wish to happen to that man in the future, in the near future, as soon as possible to happen to that man, because I think everyone would be better off
without him.
Fucking psychopathic freaks like him, you know what I mean? Continue, etc., etc. You guys know how the sentence is ending. I can't stand these motherfuckers. They are such fucking idiots. And the thing is like, oh, fuck these people, dude. Fuck every single conservative. Like, literally, fuck every single one of them. I fucking hate it. I genuinely fucking hate it. They half of them are idiots, and then the other half are just people that are completely taking advantage of the fucking system. You know what I mean? They see a gap in the market, and they got to fucking insert themselves in it. It's the only way that they can ever get to power, because they have no fucking genuine qualities about them. So they just have to fucking grift at the cost of others. Like, genuine fucking like lives of others. They have to fucking spread this bullshit. Anyways, fuck them all, dude.
No, real as hell, man. Real as hell. Fuck Matt Walsh.
Fuck them all. Fucking losers. Fucking Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson is, listen, I'm not one to like shame a man for crying, but that guy like needs to get help or something.
He's like, I went to the bar and they were playing music and I started dancing.
Dude, the fucking concert clip It's
like dancing.
Like, okay, here's the thing is, right? If he was talking about like,
oh, I went to a show and I saw the Killers. I saw the Killers perform live, and it was so beautiful. Brandon Flowers is this tiny little Mormon man. He sings on stage and he dances around, and it's so beautiful. I cried. I would get it, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fact that
he was in was it like a Tennessee bar?
Yeah, it was in some bar with I forget the fucking genre of music, but it was just like some bar performers. And it was just a pretty regular bar outing. And he was like crying about it. He was like, oh my God, this is so wonderful. This is so amazing.
This is so amazing. Thank you so much for dancing.
I can't fucking, ugh.
If you're a white conservative and you have a podcast, you should do something with your life.
No, literally. And that what you should do with your life is
end
that shit, motherfucker.
Call anonymously. They know my voice. Call anonymously.
You call anonymously.
You call anonymously. They know my voice.
They know my voice. Ugh.
Oh.
Well, thanks for listening, guys.
No. I got to do this. Okay.
I
don't know what to do for this. I'm conflicted, right? We got the Cool Dog vlog. Go check that out.
Mm-hmm.
But then we also have my podcast that I did, the solo one, to give for Star of the Week. And, I'm going to give the star today to...
I forgot about this.
I didn't forget. I did not forget, guys. Did not forget. Definitely not stalling to find a comment right now. I'm going to give this one to Corey that said, I wish I could have told that Aksel that gay is okay before it was too late. Rest in peace. Well, guys... He's not dead. He got his back blown out, but he's back and better than ever. He got some titanium rods in his back. So that can't happen again. And you can say it to his face right now that gay is okay.
What does that have to do with me?
Because you got your back blown up by another man.
All right. See you guys next week.
Okay, bye.
We're going to talk about this after.
No, what do you mean after? I'm not going to fucking talk about this.
I
already told you that I don't have time for this shit.
I literally don't.
When you do stuff like this,
I don't want to fucking do this shit again. How many fucking times have I told you to respect me?
Honestly, I'm not. They know my voice. You